Hey guys, it's Steph, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. So in today's video, we're just gonna be doing an ultra glam makeup look. I am so excited for this. I really just wanna do a full-on, seriously glam makeup look. So that's what we're doing today. Today is also a very pinch me moment for me as well because I've actually teamed up with Illamasqua for this video. So all the products that I'm gonna be putting on my face today are gonna be from them. Some of them I've used before, some of them are totally new to me. Before we get into the video, I of course had to secure you guys a little discount. So if you use the code Steph Toms, which I'll put on screen and also down below, you will get 25% off your order. But not just that, because if you spend over £50, you'll also get a mini Hydra Veil and liner and a free mini lip polish with your order. And that code will also give you guys 10% off on new launches. Illamasqua are very, very exclusive with their discount codes. So if you do want anything from the website, if anything does take your fancy in this video, make sure you snap it up because this code won't be around forever. I am so excited to put makeup on my face today. Like, it is so hot outside right now, but I don't care. I'm going full glam, so let's do it. Okay, I don't want to ruin my hair too much today because I actually did something with it for once. So the first product I'm going to be using today, you guys may recognize from one of my first impressions. It is this primer here. I was going to say from Illamasqua. Of course it is. Everything is. But this is called the Beyond Veil Skin Glowing Gel. And as you can probably see, it's literally just like a jelly. Like, can you see it wobbling there? It's all like, woo. It's like an actual kind of like jelly texture. I tried this stuff out recently and it is so, so nice. Like when you rub your fingers together, it does just kind of turn into almost like a moisturizer, but it makes your skin so glowy and it hydrates it. You see? It just makes your skin look wet. I'm obsessed with it. Next, I'm gonna be going in with a product that I actually haven't used before, but I am very excited for this. So this is the Beyond Foundation. I've tried out Skin Base and I love it. But yeah, I picked this up. And it says it's a lightweight liquid foundation with an illuminating finish. I'm just like, yes, please. And I've got it in the shade MN3. Okay, let's see what this is like. Okay, that has got really, really nice coverage. Hang on, wait. This looks glowy. It's giving me coverage, but not so much coverage that it looks obvious. Taken half a pump there, and you can see it's just covering everything up, but it still looks very skin-like. See, these are the foundations that I'm just liking at the moment. Don't get me wrong, I still love my insanely full coverage, but I'm really liking all these foundations that are coming out at the moment, where they're like, they give you enough coverage, but they still look like skin. Like, this is just blending away anything I kind of want blended away. I do need to warm it up a touch, but that's all good. Look at how nice that looks though. It's literally just blending out into nothingness almost. Like, there's no streaks on my face. It feels nice, it feels lightweight. If anything, it just kind of feels like I'm putting on a tinted moisturizer. It gives like a tinted moisturizer effect, but with a lot more coverage. Dude, honestly, I've put the brush down so you know I'm about to be serious. Like, I am well aware, I'm very excited about the fact that I'm working with Illamasqua, but this is one of the nicer foundations that I've tried in a really, really long time. Obviously, I need to powder it down and stuff, but how this looks, I am actually obsessed with it, to be honest. This is giving me everything I kind of want from a foundation these days. I'm actually obsessed with it. Whether you guys believe me or not wholeheartedly, you can decide on that, but that is actually so freaking nice. So now I have two different concealers. One of them I've not tried before. This is the Skin Base Lift. It's a brightening concealer. And then this one here, which I actually completely forgot about, but this is actually really, really nice. It's called the Skin Base Concealer Pen. And it's really cool because it's got a metal applicator, so it's really cooling on the eyes. First of all, though, I'm gonna go in with the Skin Base Lift. This one I got in the shade Light 1, so it looks like that. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and mostly focus that on my under eyes. Because like I said, it is a corrector, so I'm just going to cancel out any of my darkness under there. That actually blends out way nicer than I was expecting. Sorry, Illamasqua, but normally when I use cream concealers, they can just feel a little bit dry and they don't blend out as nicely, but that has actually blended out. I mean, you saw me do that. I barely even did anything, to be honest. It just did it. Like, it literally just did my job for me. So I'm just making sure to get rid of any darkness in my inner corner. So now that I've brightened my under eyes, I really don't need to use a lot of this. This stuff is very full coverage. So as you can see, it just comes out of the applicator there. And I'm just going to blend that out underneath here, honestly. This is so cooling on my under eyes right now. It feels good. But I'm just going to take the same brush that I used with that corrector and just blend that out. Honestly, this stuff is no joke. You could literally just like dot a bit of this concealer all over your face and it would probably give you enough coverage as like a foundation. Like seriously, look at the difference in my under eyes. We've already got the brightener here, but this literally has just covered everything. I'm so sorry, I forgot about you. Remember when I tried this concealer ages ago in my old house and I was like, why aren't more people talking about this? So yeah, definitely recommend that. Okay, coverage, yes. Glowy skin, yes. So now we're gonna move on to one of the products that I am probably the most excited for, to be honest, and this is the Gel Sculpt. Now, I've seen Harush, Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, she has used this before, and apparently it's like the most insane contour that's like almost invisible, so it's not gonna make you look ashy or anything, but it works. Like it just subtly contours you. So this is super dark. The one that I have is in the shade Silhouette. Like this is, I thought that was a cap on the product, but it literally is that color. So let's see. Oh, I get it. Oh, this is what I need. A little bit of a shadow. They do like 3 different shades, I think, and they're pretty universal as far as I'm aware. But like, dude, look at that. That actually looks so nice. It's like really, really sheer, but that is gonna give me the shadows that I need. Okay, so I'm gonna go just under here. I don't know how much I need or whatever. So I'm just gonna blend that out with my foundation brush again. To be fair, that's actually given me a really nice shadow. I always want to use it for my jaw. I really want to just like sharpen my jaw out. Feels very nice and cooling as well. It's blending out really, really nicely as well. Like I was looking at that and I was a bit like, ooh, how's that gonna blend out? But it's blending out really, really nicely. It does kind of look invisible, but it's not invisible because it's doing something, but it goes onto the skin and I don't know. Let's just do it up here. Yeah, so you can go fully subtle or you can build it up a lot more. Oh, I am very excited by this. Yes, get on my face. Oh, I really like this product. I feel like this is quite a unique product because we've all tried contour sticks, we've all tried powder contour, but this actually, it's not a cream. Like it says, it is a gel and it does just blend out really, really nicely whilst also giving you a little bit of sculpt. Dude. Like the color of my face doesn't look that much different, but I've got more shadows, I've got more angles. I'm gonna do a little bit on my nose as well, actually. See how we kind of go with that. And do a bit of sculpting down the side of my nose. I always find contour in the nose so harsh, but this I'm like, ooh, let's make my nose teeny tiny. Hang on, okay, I'm not that good at nose contouring. I never, ever, ever do it, but that is making a difference. It's not blended out properly yet, but that is definitely working, which means I might have to experiment with nose contour a little bit more because this is the product that's actually gonna make my life a whole lot easier, I feel. Very, very, very happy with this. This is my favorite product so far. I feel like this base on its own, I get a lot of questions about whether I can do like a bridal makeup look or anything, and I can if you guys want me to do that, but I feel like this skin on its own will be really, really nice for bridal makeup because it's not too much. You have got makeup on, you have got the coverage, but it still looks fresh. So I'm very happy with this. So next, I'm gonna be trying out some highlighters, my favorite part of every video. And so this one here is in the shade Aurora, and it's this really pretty, like champagne-y sort of color. Let's give a little swatch. That feels really good. That actually kind of feels similar to the contour stuff. Oh my God, wait. Okay, let's do a little bit on my shoulder first because that actually looks wet. This just feels so lightweight and you might be able to see it just there. It's just a really, really natural sheen. This is gonna give you like glass skin. So I think what I'm gonna do with this, because I do have the other one to try out as well, is I'm gonna pop that above my brow. Yeah, this is definitely more of like a gel formula than anything else. I think that's the thing with Illamasqua. Like, I love so many of their products, but I really, really like their cream products, which is something you guys never hear me say. But I think it's because most of their cream products are very just kind of gel-like, and they are just very sort of weightless on the skin. They're not like thick creams that are going to be dragging across your face or taking off your foundation. Look at that. That actually looks beautiful. I'm going to do some on my nose as well, because I feel like it's just blending out so easily. A little bit on my nose there. You can probably see it a bit better there. It's just dewy. That's the best way I can describe it. It's just literal dew. Next, I'm going to try the Beyond Liquid Highlighter. So this one here is in the shade OMG. I've tried the powder one before. I actually have it here, and it's good. It's very, very nice. Probably one of my favorite products from Illamasqua actually is their highlighters. Okay, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, where is it? Oh. My God. Oh, okay. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this. I'm sorry, I get so hyped about some of these products, but I really am so excited about it. Okay, I just know I'm gonna barely need any of this, so I'm gonna dot that on my cheeks up here, and I'm gonna pat it out with my finger. Here I am, doing the middle finger blend. Call it the baddie blend. Let's not. Stunning! I'm like clapping makeup into my hands here right now. I'm actually so into this. This might be even more intense than the Iconic London drops. Like, this is actually, you know when I say I like metallic highlighters? This is what I mean. I like to look like I'm part bionic. Like my metal cyborg suit is just showing through my cheekbones. That's one of the best liquid highlighters I've possibly ever tried. Maybe. Can you see why? Dude. And it's blending out, and I've got dry ass skin right now. My skin is not hydrated. I need to put like a full body mask on or something, but that looks so good. It doesn't look ridiculous. It doesn't look too metallic. It's just, can I like make love to my own shoulder? Not on camera. That's another website that ends in the word tube. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and powder everything down. Hopefully this all sits really nicely. Once again, taking the tiniest amount of powder like I normally do, and just trying to not set too many cat hairs in my face, but it's kind of inevitable that at least one will get on there. This concealer, I know it powders down really, really nicely. And look, you can still see the shine coming through with the highlighter. Let's see what it looks like with the cream. I mean, I've just powdered down over that, and you can still see there's obviously a difference between the liquid highlighter and the cream. The cream one is a lot more of like a sheer dewiness, whereas the liquid one is still very, really nice and dewy, but it's definitely a lot more like I have highlighter on. Whereas this literally just looks like you're a little bit, moist, and you've just got a bit of moisture in your skin. You're looking healthy. You haven't been eating McDonald's every single day for the past week, year, 3 years, 10 years. Shall I do a little bit of baking? Like I never do it. But maybe I will, just to like sharpen out this contour a bit. Like not too much, just a tiny bit. And I'm not going to leave it on for very long. And then I don't like to leave it on too long, but I'm just going to dust that off lightly with a fluffy brush. I'm like, dust that off lightly. I'm quite heavy-handed, as you've all probably realised. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Ooh, can you tell how excited I am about this right now? Like, can you tell how excited all this makeup is making me? I'm back, baby. I'm so into it. I'm so excited about makeup again. I'm gonna take the tiniest amount of bronzer just to kind of match my face to my body a little bit more. Warm that up on top. I also like to do that as well once I've baked, because I don't like the full-on harsh line. So when I do that and I pat, it does just kind of, just diffuses that a little bit and just doesn't make that line too intense. Do you guys want to know a thought that I've been having, a dilemma perhaps you could say? You're all going to be like, what did you just say, Steph? But after, you know, seeing my hair without extensions, we still need a little bit of time while the ends are growing out, just because they are a little bit dead. But I am contemplating going fairly short with my hair. Like, I don't mean something too drastic to the point where it's going to be a blunt bob or anything that I'm not going to be able to get extensions in if I don't like it, aka change my mind in 2 weeks. But like this sort of length and like all my own hair, I might have a couple of extensions in just to like bulk it out and just to help me have a little bit of thickness while my natural hair grows out even more. But yeah, I'm contemplating it. And I'm contemplating taking out my nose ring. I'm ready to transform. I am bored. I want to be a beautiful butterfly and go through a metamorphosis. So now I'm gonna take some blusher. This one here is in the shade Hussy. I blush, therefore I am. You know the whole like you are what you eat? You are what your blusher tells you are? I don't know, but like look how pigmented that is. That's a lot, so I'm gonna tap some of that off. Illamasqua also do really nice cream blushes. I know, I said it. I think I'm actually gonna go quite high up with the blush today. Like, I wanna do something different. I don't wanna go like, I still wanna look glam, but I wanna just, look at that. That is so nice. It doesn't even need blending. I'm literally just tapping it onto my cheeks and it's just going, yeah, no worries, Steph, we got you, we'll do the rest. I would like everyone to screenshot this right now because this is probably the most blusher you have ever seen on me. Now I'm gonna go in with one of their Beyond Powder highlighters, which like I said, are so damn good. So this is what it looks like and I'm just gonna go 1, 2. This is how it looks. Let's do a swatch here and you might be able to see there. Again, it's just one of those products that if you build it up, it's super, super intense, especially when you put it on with a brush. But you can also do a really sheer wash of it. Like I've used this all over my body, like legs, arms, bum, everything. And lightly dust that on. And I'm just gonna show you guys how sort of subtle-ish you can go with this. You know, pretty, very pretty, or you can pick it up a little bit more, focus that right on the high points, and then it's literally just like, you know, that's why they call it OMG, because it makes you go, OMG. But yeah, look at that. It's so nice on the skin. And then I'm just gonna lightly dust that, just kind of everywhere really. Just look at that highlighter, just look at it, man. And then just gonna go back in with that brush that I was using before, just for my bronzer, and just pat that all in again. My camera stopped recording. I already did the majority of the eye. It's fine, we'll do it again. So next for my eyes, as I just told the thin air because nothing was recording, I am gonna be using this palette here. This is the Elemental Artistry Palette. And I've basically just created something really smoky with a little bit of this shade here, like the most tiniest little amount, just on my lid. And I'm gonna show you how quick and easy this was. Basically, I started off by going in with this shade here, just with a fluffy brush. Just ran that through my crease. Oh, I'm joined by Michael. Hi. He's just gone and like dragged himself across the floor and just flopped on the floor. So yeah, I literally just put a load of that shade through my crease. And then just to warm it up a tiny bit, I took literally the tiniest amount of this shade here and just blended those two in together. And basically I'm gonna do a sort of reverse cat eye kind of situation again because I feel like I've gotten a bit better at it since. To help me with that, I'm literally just gonna be flicking the eyeshadow up almost to the tail of my brow. Then I'm just gonna be taking this shade here, the tiniest little amount. I don't want too much. I don't want it to be like a super purple eye look, but I do just want a bit of that in there. So I'm just placing that down and then blending it out. And then once I'm kind of happy with where it is, I'm just gonna go back in with that fluffy brush just to really diffuse it. So I literally barely want any of that purple on there. I just wanna give it a bit of warmth. And then using the same fluffy brush, so this is so easy, I'm going in with that slightly deeper brown shade and just wiggling that on the outer corner and bringing it more so onto my inner lid. All right, so now for the fun bit, I'm gonna go back in with that deeper brown shade here, and I'm not gonna blow it out too much, but I'm gonna run this on my lower lash line. And again, using a very small amount because I'm now gonna go in with this little pencil brush here. This is literally a paintbrush. And I'm gonna take this black and make sure there's not too much going off my brush there. And I'm just gonna blend that right up close to my lower lash line as well. Like, I am barely taking any of this. I'm gonna really work that into my lash line. Like right in between all of my lashes. Sometimes it feels like I'm poking my eyes out, but it's okay. We're gonna, beauty is pain. And then as I get closer to the inner corner, this is where I kind of went wrong with it last time. I did too much of a wing. And then for the actual wing, again, I'm just gonna kind of sketch it out using this pencil because I will go in with a little bit of liner in a second, but I just want to smoke it out first. This eyeshadow, by the way, works so well as a liner. Like if you just wet your brush slightly, this is so good. That's more like it. I'm gonna do all my tight lining and everything off camera in a second, but for now, I'm gonna go in with this mascara here from Illamasqua. It's called the Infinite Mascara. So it looks like this. It's got a really nice conical wand, which I find always picks my lashes up really well. So let's try this out. Yeah, so it's grabbing all of my lashes. You can literally feel it when mascaras grab your lashes, and like that's how I know it's a good one. And I'm only gonna put that on my top lashes for now, I think. I'm so obsessed with this eye makeup look. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna go and check that this camera was still recording to make sure I don't lose any other footage. But now I'm gonna go off camera and do the other eye, do the mascara, do a little bit of liner. So when I come back, you guys will see me and I'll have some tight liner on. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more like, ba-bam. But yeah, I'm gonna go off camera and do that. And then I will check back with you guys for the lips. All right, guys, I'm back, put in some contacts as well, and I just put on some little wispy lashes just on the outer corner. If I look like I've been crying, I haven't, but I put in one of the contacts and my eye just started streaming, so I'm not emotional, I'm just irritated. But it's fine if I just like pull some weird little squinty faces every so often. Like I said, pain is beauty. Beauty is pain. Just in pain. So now for my lips, I'm gonna be going in with this guy here. This is a product I've not actually used before. It's the lip polish, and this one here is in the shade, give me a minute. This is called Vein, and it's this super intense glossy red. Like, look at that. So I'm just gonna pop that all over my lippies. That is so pigmented. It's actually really easy to apply as well. It's not like a gloss, it's quite a thick product, so it does just sort of apply quite nicely. Oh my god, why am I actually really liking this glossy lip? You could so easily mattify it down as well with a powder, do like the little tissue technique. I love this. I feel like it's like alternative Hollywood glam. Like if a famous Hollywood actress was untalented and a bit emo with bugs tattooed on her. I'm obsessed with this. What do you think? I'm into this. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I am freaking obsessed with how this turned out. I feel like it's a very not me makeup look, but then I've put like a me spin on it. Does that make any sense? It's like, it's not me, but if I was to do a makeup look that wasn't me, but make it like me, this would be it. That doesn't make any sense, but hopefully you know what I mean. Maybe. Let me know what you guys think of this makeup look. Let me know if you've tried out any of the products that I've used today, and let me know what you think of the bold lip. I know I love my nudes. I either like love nude lipstick or like blues and grays, but let me know what you think of the reds. Once again, if you guys haven't already taken advantage of the offer, then don't forget you can use the code Steph Toms that will get you 25% off the Illamasqua website and 10% off new launches. Insane deal. So if you guys do want to take advantage of that, then make sure you do, because the offer's not going to be around forever. If you guys enjoyed this video, then as always, please do give it a thumbs up, because that really does help me out a lot. Like engagement, any likes, comments, like notifications, subscriptions, all of that, it really does help. And I appreciate you guys for doing that, because I feel like you are helping me sort of get back into the algorithm with YouTube again. So yeah, if you do want to help me out, if you did like this video, if you like me, give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time and only 50% of my audience are actually subscribed to my videos. So if you haven't already, click that button. I literally just got cramp in my foot. Stretch it, stretch it. Once again, I want to give a massive thank you to Illamasqua for working with me on this video. It's just like a little pinch me moment. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I feel like the cramp is coming back. Ah. Ooh.